What is up, pretty people? Precious popping in for this tutorial, honey. I'm not sure about this intro. I think it's cute for now, so we're gonna use it. So hopping right in, I'm buffing my natural nails with this super low grit nail file that I got from Sally's. I actually got like 6 of them for $1, and they're really gentle, so they're perfect for my natural nails. And I'm buffing them so that the tips that I'm going to apply stick really well, and there's no lifting or anything, and we have no issues with that. These are the tips I'm going to be using today. I love them. One, look how organized they are. I live for a box. I live for organization, and they're super durable. I'm really into clear tips because I do like to do glass nails, or I like to practice doing glass nails a lot. And since I haven't perfected the art of using nail forms yet, these tips are like the next best thing, and they're already in a square shape. And if I just cut them down and cut the sides, they're like the perfect coffin shape. So they just do everything for me, you know. They're like a 3-in-1, and I live for that. So right now I'm just sizing them to my fingers. I didn't actually have to trim any of them, which is also awesome because I don't want to say I'm lazy, but I like to save time. I don't want to have to waste time on things that I don't need to be wasting time on. So I'm going straight into the glue. I get this glue from Amazon. Y'all, this glue is like cement. Oh my goodness. When I was wearing press-ons a lot, I would use this glue and I would literally have to rip the press-ons off because this glue is just, I don't know what they put in it, but it is so good. I don't use the Kiss glue, or I know a lot of people use this specific glue that you can get in bulk from Amazon or eBay. I've never tried it, so I don't know about that glue, but I know that this glue works for me, and I have like 3 backups. So until I run out of those backups, I'm not using any other glue. So as y'all can see, I glued it on. Oh, usually, guys, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that I was not acting a fool in this video. Usually I glue my tips on crooked. I'm not even gonna flex. Like, I always glue my tips on crooked, and I did not glue any of them crooked this time. I don't know if it was because I knew I was recording and I wasn't trying to embarrass myself, but they all came out super duper straight. So proud of myself. I'm squeezing the sides of the tips just to make sure that those ends adhere to my nail and no lifting is going on, and just making sure that these tips are super duper secure. I feel like I say this all the time, but y'all, my cuticles, please ignore them. I am trying to learn how to use my nail drill well with my non-dominant hand, and it's a struggle. My cuticles are suffering the brunt of it, and I can't, you know, there's nothing I can do. I have to practice on myself. But anyways, now I'm cutting my tips down to size. I cut them a little longer than I actually wanted them, just to make sure that when I do the filing process, I don't file them super duper short. I was really struggling with how I was going to hold this file my nails, and also stay in frame and not block y'all from seeing what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, it was really a struggle. I had to delete so much of myself filing this thumb because I was out of shot, or it was blurry, or this, I'm blocking the camera with my file. Like, there was a lot of trial and error with this, but I eventually got the hang of it. I want a square shape, so I'm not going to file my tips as much as I normally would if I was going for like a coffin shape or an almond shape. I wanted them to be pretty darn square, so I left them like relatively the same shape as how I had trimmed them. And I slowed this part down just so that y'all can see I am moving my thumb against the file. I'm not moving the file against my thumb because I am doing the filing on my dominant hand, meaning I'm using my non-dominant hand to file. It's just a lot more awkward trying to move the file against my finger. I sped up this because I'm doing the same thing. I'm moving my finger against the file, and I'm trying to make sure that I am holding the file very straight or parallel to my nails. So when I'm filing the tip, I'm holding it super straight. When I file the sides, I hold it super straight. I don't go underneath my tip because that's kind of how you weaken the infrastructure of your nail. Okay, so I have filed all of my nails into formation. I'm just brushing off the dust with a little bit of acetone on my brush. I also didn't show it, but I filed lightly, very lightly, the tops of my nails just to make sure that the tips blend in with my natural nails. But these tips are really thin where the well is, so you really don't need to file a lot. But of course, you guys need to go in with your dehydrator and your primer. Dehydrator first, primer second. Wait till your dehydrator dries, then put your primer on. Then you apply your base coat and make sure that you cure this for 30 to 60 seconds. You want your base coat to be a little bit sticky, so I actually prefer to cure mine only for 30 seconds. Even though some people cure it for 60. You could do either, but when it's a little stickier, it's adheres to your polygel a little bit better in my opinion, so that's what I do. This polygel, this is my first time using it and I have mixed feelings about it. It's just a little gritty. I wasn't expecting the texture to look like this. I tried to show y'all a little bit. I scoop it out on my spatula. The color is beautiful. It's a beautiful nude and it's like the exact color of my nail bed. I love the color, but it's a little gritty. I don't know how to explain it. I wish I showed y'all a closer image of it. It just came out of the bottle gritty looking and I wasn't used to that, but it performed really well, so I don't actually have any real complaints. And like I said, the color is beautiful. When I use polygel, I like to use a pushing motion. I will swipe it down a little bit if I need to spread the polygel around, if I have too much in one area, but I'm mainly pushing it and, just kind of molding it into the position that I want. I just keep patting it into place. I make sure that it's super flush to my cuticle and then I drag it down the length of my nail. Now, right here, I actually planned on doing a ombre nail rather than the French tip that I actually ended up doing at the end. So that's why it looks like I'm trying to fade out my ends. But as y'all can see, I start pushing it back because I realized that I wanted to do a French tip. And for a French tip, you need to form your smile line. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm not sure if it's called smile line. That's just what I call it and what I hear other people calling it. But I'm forming basically an oval and making sure that it has a ledge so that when I file it, I form my apex with this ledge. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit lifted and that way I have space to file it. So right here, I cured my nail already and I go finger by finger. Honestly, I didn't need to do finger by finger because this polygel really doesn't move, but sometimes I can be clumsy and I can hit my nails and I didn't want to risk it. So I just cured it after each one for about 45 to 60 seconds. And I sped this one up because I'm doing the exact same technique that I did on my thumb. I'm just forming it into an oval and then I'm going to cure it. For people who are using polygel for the first time, don't be scared if it's a little bit lumpy. Filing is going to put your nails into submission, honey. Like, don't even worry. It looks a little lumpy, but once you file it, it all turns out so perfect. So now we're going to move on to building my clear nails. I'm going to finish the French tips later after I have filed everything, just because it made more sense to me at the time to finish the rest of it later. So this is my very first time using builder gel, y'all, and it is so flippin' easy to use builder gel. Granted, I do catch on to things pretty quickly and I watched a lot of videos before doing this on my own, but it really was very easy. So right now I'm applying my slip layer, and the slip layer just allows your bigger bead of gel to go on seamlessly and to level out a lot easier. Because builder gel, at least the one that I have, is self-leveling, it's important to put a slip layer just so that it kind of melds right into that layer. So don't cure it. You don't cure the slip layer. You just go straight in with a bigger bead of gel and start to build the structure of your nail. You don't want your brush, as y'all can see, when I was applying the slip layer, I was applying it like nail polish, but when you're applying the bigger bead for the structure of your nail, you want to just have the tip of your brush gliding and guiding the gel into formation that you want. As y'all can see, I'm not pushing the gel brush down on my nail. I'm just gently guiding the gel. And I flipped my nail over so that it can level and start to build the apex. It really is just, the gel does all the work. You really don't have to do much. I'm just applying the gel to my nail, and I'm putting small beads because, like I said, it was my first time and I was a little timid. Okay, I was a little shy, but you know, on my other nails I get bigger beads because I'm a little more confident. But I just apply the gel, I drag it across my nail, and then I flip my finger over so that it can self-level. It really is so easy, honestly. And look at y'all, look at that structure, look at that apex, honey. Oh my goodness. One thing I will say about builder gel, y'all, when you cure that thing, oh my gosh, it burns. Like, it burns for like 4 seconds. But that's how much time it takes to cure builder gel. My nails were cured in like 5 seconds. And from the research I did, it's like that because the molecules in builder gel are moving so much faster. It generates a lot of heat. Like, sis called it an exothermic reaction. She took me back to chem and bio, honey. So that's what happens. I don't want y'all to get the builder gel and be like, it's burning my nails off. Like, don't blame me because I warned y'all. But it's worth it. It's literally just a few seconds of temporary pain. You shake it off, just shake your fingers a little bit, and you're good. Also, I don't know if it's necessary, but I am using 2 different brushes. So the brush that I use to do my polygel is a different brush from the brush I'm using now. It looks the same. It's basically the exact same brush, but like, I haven't used this one that I'm using now. I saved it for builder gel, you know. She's fresh and she's new. So I finished doing all of my clear builder gel nails, and now we're going into design, child. And this is always my favorite part. Like, building the structure of nails is super tedious, and I just prefer nail art. But I got inspired to do this holographic butterfly design by an Instagram post that I saw. The original artist's name is Nails by Ka. Y'all should follow him on Instagram. His nail designs are popping, and he can shape, honey. I still struggle with shaping my nails perfectly every time. I mean, I just started, so I'm trying to be gracious with myself, but you know, it's definitely a task and a half, and I'm still learning. So I'm super proud of this set. I will link where I got all of these items in the description box, but I wanted to let y'all know that to adhere all of this nail art to my nail, I did apply a layer of builder gel, a very light layer of builder gel, kind of like a slip layer, just so that I could cure it and this art would stick onto my nails. Because this isn't the final structure of my nail, I have to encapsulate all of this art into my nail so that I don't file it off later. And boom, I finished my nail art off camera because y'all would have been sitting here for a day and a half watching me put all these butterflies and gems on. So I'm taking some isopropyl alcohol lint-free wipes to wipe off the sticky layer on my nails before I begin the filing process. I'm going to start by filing my smile lines. Now, one tip I will say for filing your file lines, come on y'all, for filing your smile lines is to focus on the sides. Do not file the tip because you want your shape to be more of an oval rather than a circle. You don't want to shorten your smile line. So focus on filing the sides and make sure you get a deep curve into your nail and into the tip so that when you apply your white, it'll go all the way down and be really like aesthetically pleasing. That's how I like my French tips to be and what I feel like is kind of on trend right now. So yeah, that's how I do my French tips. I'm going to use Yayoge white polygel, as y'all can see right here, to do the tip part. It is so white and it's so stiff and easy to work with. I love this polygel. I wish that they hadn't sold out of basically every other color, but I was lucky. I was so happy to get my hands on this because I really needed a white polygel, and Amazon, what they're charging for polygel right now is just, I'm not doing it. I refuse. I am just pushing the polygel all the way into every area that doesn't have any polygel in it. So everywhere that I file deep into my smile line, I'm making sure it's all filled with white polygel, and then I'm going to file it and it's going to be super crisp. Don't worry, it's going to look messy until you file it. When I use polygel, I like to do a pushing motion. Some people like to swipe their polygel down, but I just like to push it into the areas that I want, because I find that when I swipe, I lose the structure and I lose the apex that I really like to build up on my nails. So I try to just push it into place rather than swiping it. Next time I do my nails, I promise I will show y'all how I use this brush with my dominant hand. I'm watching this footage and I'm like, why am I holding this brush and looking so damn dumb while I'm pushing this stuff in? And I'm like, oh yeah, okay, let me be nice to myself. I'm using my non-dominant hand. Honestly, look at that apex, y'all. Do y'all see the curve of my nail? I built this middle finger so well. Wow. I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed when I was doing the smile line for this middle finger, I used a little more polygel than I did on my thumb, and it was the right decision. I thought about going back to my thumb and adding more, but at that point I was like, it's fine. Like, it's not that big of a deal. But my apex looks so good on my middle finger. So now I finished applying my white polygel, and I cleaned off the sticky layer with the isopropyl alcohol wipe, and now I'm filing. Y'all, I love filing. I really do. I know some people think it's the most tedious part of the nail application process, and it is, but I really enjoy it. I don't enjoy it as much as some people do, but I just love the transition that comes from filing. It's like instant satisfaction, right? When you file it, look at how my smile line is just popping out. She's popping out at your party. She came to show herself. She's not going to stay hidden forever. Look at this. Oh, wow. I'm really watching myself do this, like, dang, you really did that. I've never done a French tip before, y'all. Not like this. Not this well at all. And I'm recording myself. Like, the pressure was on, and I came out and I performed. And now I'm just filing the sides to try and make sure that it's really, really crisp. Of course, with polygel and with any extension that you're going to use. Look at that. I'm sorry, I had to interrupt myself. Look at that shape. Oh my gosh. Wow. Anyways, like I was saying, with any extension you're going to use, as you add more onto your nail, it's going to morph the shape. So you're going to have to refile and refile and refile. Normally, I actually would like my nails to be a little bit longer than this, but I'm not mad. Like, it just so happened that this is the length that they came out, and I'm happy with it. I am so upset. I really thought I recorded when I was encapsulating the nail art on my glass nails, but I guess I wasn't. I don't know, but I'm sorry about that, y'all. I can make another video showing you exactly how I use builder gel to encapsulate, but it really is the same technique that I used before to actually build my builder gel nails. And now I am going in and buffing my nails just to buff out all those scratches so that when I apply the top coat, there will be no scratches visible. It'll just be smooth and seamless, and all of my nails will look like glass. The French tip is gonna pop out. Y'all about to see. Y'all gonna see. Can we just have a moment of silence? Look at that. It really looks like a heart, y'all. Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm so proud of this set. I'm so proud of me recording myself doing this set. And I didn't even record. It looks like I recorded all of it. I filed so much off camera, y'all. Like, don't get discouraged if you feel like you're not filing or you're filing way more than I did. I did so much filing off camera. I can't even begin to tell y'all. Like, this took me a while, you know? Ooh, look at that. Yes. That little piece of lint is so annoying. I take it off, but I don't do it on camera. Look at how holographic these butterflies are. Oh, looks like a rainbow. Oh, so cute. This nail, y'all, the structure. I'm never going to get over how well I built that apex. Like, good Lord. And these are the two nails that I made, like a little heart shape out of the butterflies. And I outlined it with my little glitter flakes. Wow. Okay, so the final step is to apply your cuticle oil. I got this from Target. It has real flowers in it and it smells like lavender, and I really, really enjoy it. Y'all know I had to hit you with some beauty shots. Look, oh, I am so proud. I am just so proud. My first time using builder gel, my first time using a lot of the nail products in this because I just hauled a lot of this stuff. But thanks for watching, y'all. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you on my next video. Bye.